Hello, my name is Casey Bell. I'm author of 4SCORE, and I'm going to read to you Chapter 3. Chapter 3, More Changes. Lex enters the room. Boys, let's gather together. As you know, this is Ronald, and to his right is Cyril Patel. He will be taking Chris's place. I didn't find out until I read the paper the next day that Chris had almost died of a drug overdose. All those times he snuck out and was going crazy, he was high. I just thought he was drunk, but it was more than that. He was in rehabilitation, and because it was a long process, Lex had to hire someone else. Before leaving New York, I went to visit Derek for the last time. Things got heated, and I haven't been able to talk to him since. Derek opens the door to his apartment. Edward smiles. I thought I'd surprise you. Come in, it's good to see you. I read about Chris. Yeah, I just read about him. Lex wouldn't even tell us. So how have you been? I've missed you. I'm doing well. So why are you here? We had to cancel the rest of the Asia tour. We had another rehearsal here, so I figured I'd come by and say hello. I thought you had forgotten about me. No, of course not. I just haven't had the time, and Lex doesn't want us doing much. Do you know how long it's been since I've seen you last? I don't know, 2, maybe 3 years. I've been busy. Lex keeps us busy. So why don't you quit? Because I like being in 4SCORE. I love performing, you know that. I just don't understand why you want our friendship to continue. You're never around and you can't contact me, so what's the point? Because you're a really good friend. We don't talk, we don't see each other, and you don't even write to me anymore. What? Has Lex stopped you from writing too? No, but I'm always busy. I try, Derek. I try to contact you when I can, I do, and when I can't, I don't. I thought you understood that. I thought I did too. I thought I understood you. You've changed. I didn't change. You're the one that changed. I came here because I've missed you. I could have gone anywhere else, but I came here. For what? So you can say goodbye in 10 minutes and not see me for another 3 years? You let fame get the best of you. You're not jealous, are you? No. How dare you accuse me of jealousy? And what are you crying about? I'm doing everything I can to see you, to call you, to write you, but I'm just too busy. Well, then how can I be a good friend if you're too busy for me? Because you were always there for me. Well, I'm not now. So why are you still here? Goodness, Derek. What is wrong with you? You're the one who told me to audition. It was your idea. Why all of a sudden do you hate me for it? I don't hate you. Okay, I didn't know that auditioning for 4SCORE would make you go away. I spent years not seeing you. By the time I see you, there's nothing for me to say to you. All my memories of you have left me. And don't try to act like you haven't forgotten about me during your travels. Never. You're lying. Okay, maybe once or twice. Derek, I'm away for long periods of time. It's not my fault. Lex has us. Derek cuts him off. I know already. Lex has you wrapped around his finger. You do whatever he tells you to do, including forgetting your friends. Think about it, Edward. A manager that doesn't want you calling your family and friends, that's not good. I would have quit the group a long time ago. Are you still that desperate? I mean, you're famous now. I'm sure you could get a job on Broadway by now. I don't want that anymore. And why are you calling me Edward? Everyone who knows me calls me Eddie. You know that. Yeah, but I don't know you. Derek, how could you say that? Edward, I don't know if you noticed, but Lex had made you into someone I don't know. And if you look hard enough, I don't think you know him either. It was nice seeing you again, but I don't think I can see you anymore. Our friendship was wonderful while it lasted, but I think it was for only a season. Our season together is over. There's no reason to cry over it. I have accepted it. Now it's time for you to accept it. Derek, I don't want you. I don't want to lose you. You already have. After he said that, I just left. I didn't even say goodbye. At first, I thought he was crazy, but I realized later in life that I did allow Lex to change me, and I was so desperate. Was I holding on because I thought 4SCORE was the only thing for me? I'm not sure, but it made me think about some things. After New York, we went to Hollywood to film a movie. He only had a cameo role, but it was cool to be in a movie. Just like before, it was difficult getting used to a new bandmate. But as time moved on, I got used to Cyril. It took me even longer though, because I was afraid that as soon as I got used to anyone, be replaced. This time, though, it was good because we truly didn't have any problems. Everyone pretty much was on time, and we didn't have anyone staying out past curfew. After Hollywood, we went back to New York to release our new album. Once it was released, we stayed in the States and did some interviews, radio and TV shows, and introduced Cyril to everyone before going to on tour again. This show was different because Lex was allowing us more time to tour the places we went. I had more freedom, but I didn't really use it. I couldn't stop thinking about Derek. I called him a couple of times, but he wouldn't answer. I also wrote to him asking for him to call me, but he never did. It took me a while to realize that our relationship ended. I spent most of this tour in the hotel rooms. When I did go out, I spent time with Cyril. We didn't have much in common, but it was nice talking to him. He told me that Lex had handpicked him from a bar. He said he was working part-time at a jazz-type bar. He would sing with the house band, and I thought that was pretty cool. I later found out from Lex that one of the many producers he works with told him about Cyril. It was nice to get to know Cyril. But I had started to miss Chris. I was hoping that he would come out of rehab soon so that I could see him, if Lex would allow it. After our first tour around America, Lex gave us another break. I spent that time in Connecticut with my parents. They were so happy to see me, and I was happy to see them. I also got to see Bertha, Derek's mom. I told her about my last conversation with Derek, and she said she knew. She told me there was nothing to worry about. She explained to me that sometimes life works that way. The people who you think will be in your life forever are sometimes seasonal people, and no matter how much it hurts, you must move on. So after spending time in Connecticut, I finally had the strength to move on. We returned to New York, and our first meeting with Lex was not so good. Where is he? Lex, calm down. I'm sure he'll be here, says Orlando. It's not like him to be late, says Stephen. Edward enters his room. I'm sorry for being late. I missed my train and I had to wait for the next one. You couldn't call me, asked Les. Sorry, my battery died and I couldn't plug it in. Well, thank God you're here. I thought I was going to have to replace you. Now let's get to business. We're starting another tour soon and we're going to be learning some new dances and songs for the tour. Lex, yes, Orlando? You think we could chill with the tours for a minute? I'm getting sick of them. Well, excuse me, Orlando, but I don't care what you're getting sick of. Lex, yes, Eddie, he's kind of right. Being on tour has caused me to lose a dear friend, not to mention I barely get to see my family. And I'm sick of hotels right about now. All we ever do is sit in a hotel room. It's so dreary. That's nice and all, but everything is set, and I'm not changing anything. Any other problems? Okay, then, let's move on. Lex, yes, Orlando? When are we going to be able to sing our own songs? I'm sick of singing these songs people write for us. They're getting corny. They are pretty corny, replies Cyril. Lex replies, shut up, Cyril. You haven't even been here long enough to say anything. Now look, you ingrates. I work my behind off to make you the top boy group of all time. Not only the top boy group, but the top band and the top artist. The least you can do is appreciate all I do for you. What's to appreciate? I feel like a slave, replies Orlando. A slave? A slave? A slave doesn't get to stay in five-star hotels. A slave doesn't get to travel the world, and a slave doesn't get paid millions of dollars. Who cares? What's the point in having all that if you can't enjoy it because you're too busy working, says Orlando. He is right. We spend more time working than we do anything else. A five-star hotel is nice, but what's the point in traveling if we can't tour the place? And what's the point in making money if you can't spend because you're too busy working? Shut up, Betty. No one asked you, replies Lex. So this is how you really feel? I work you like a slave? I jail you in hotels and give you corny songs to sing? Is there anything else you want to tell me? What about you, Steve, huh? You seem pretty quiet, Steve answers. No, I'm fine. I don't care what you think about me or how I manage you. You do as I say or you pack your things and leave. Don't forget you're not irreplaceable. I don't understand why I stayed in the group for so long. Lex was always mean that way. Yes, he had his nice days, but they were nothing compared to his mean days. I started to evaluate my life and see if quitting the band was something I should consider. As I was considering it, I was interrupted by Stephen. Eddie, can I talk to you? Sure. What's up, Steve? Well, I talked to Lex again about doing theater, and he said no again. It's not no, it's just not now. I'm not stupid. I've been around Lex long enough to know that means no. Well, maybe it wasn't meant to be. I can't accept that. There's a pause between them before Stephen continues. I got in touch with my agent. Oh, really? What happened? He contacted some people and he got me an audition for Be the Love. Really? I was part of the original cast before it went to Broadway. That's cool. So are you going to go? I want to, but I'm afraid. Of what? Rejection. No, Lex. I'm afraid if he finds out, he will be upset. What makes you think he will find out? Because he's Lex. I'm surprised he hasn't talked to me about calling my agent yet. Well, you already troubled him into getting you the audition. You might as well go. That's the thing, though. If I decide to go, I'm going to quit 4SCORE. Why? Because if I should make the audition, Lex will not allow me to do it, and I'm not turning it down. I told you I like theater too much to give it up, and I'm not letting Lex control my life. Well, at least not forever. But what if you don't make it? What are you going to do then? Doesn't matter. I'll just audition some more. I've been on Broadway before. It shouldn't be a problem. Then do what you have to do. Why did you tell me? I wanted you to be the first to know. I know once I leave, Lex won't tell you guys anything. This way, you'll know the truth.